Good afternoon. This is Bishop L.D. Parker, the CEO and Vice President of the Fountain of Life Publishing House, with our CEO, Apostle Parisi Parker. At this time, it gives me great honor and great privilege to introduce the Psalm and to present to others the founder of the Fountain of Life Publishing House, Parisi Parker.
Hey, how you doing? A birth authors, which you know that. This is Carol Mobley, one of the authors right here in the great Troup County, south of Georgia. You can walk 15 minutes to be to any part of Alabama you want. Yeah, Carol Mobley in LaGrange, Georgia. And we're so proud of her because she has written her first book, What Pain Made. You see her t-shirt. She's already making a business. I'm so proud of you, Carol. I'm proud of you, evangelist. I'm proud of you, businesswoman. I'm proud of you, mother. I'm proud of you utilizing your virtue. And now, after all of those tears, you're making some money out of your pain. You can gain with your pain. And guess what? I just want to present this to you, and I'm going to get out y'all way because this is your time. Okay. God told me to make vision certificates of birth. You wrote the vision, and you made it plain. Okay? So you're the first one that I am presenting your birth certificate for vision. So many people have vision, but they never birth. They abort their destiny. They abort everything that God has purpose for them because they won't make the time, or they procrastinate, or they say, well, I can't, or they don't invest in themselves. You invested, you took the time, you wrote, now you're on your next book and open up a couple more other businesses, and that's what happens when you birth vision. Write the vision, make it plain. When you read it, they'll run. So make sure you connect with Sister Mobley, Carol Mobley, Arthur Mobley, businesswoman Mobley. You got it going on, girl.
Yes, thank you.
Go ahead, Bishop. This is yours, son.
Thank you.
You want to cry? Come on, cry.
Yeah,
No.
I'm about to.
I'm so proud of you. Okay.
It's teary-eyed.
Awesome. Wonderful. So we're here with Carol Y. Mobley, evangelist.
Yes.
And your new book, What Pain Made.
Yes.
Now, you was inspired to write this particular book. And as I was reading over the introduction itself is very heart-touching. Can you tell me about the introduction?
It's just really the stuff that it made me reflect on. I really reflected on the pain that I went through. And I just wanted to, I really wanted to be eye-catching so that they'll, want to read it. I had to start with, reminiscing of what I went through. It was teary-eyed, the whole writing process, because most of it was wrote during the pain, but I just never put it in the book.
I notice here in the introduction of this particular book, What Pain Made. As ministers of the Gospels, we are often told, or questioned rather, about questioning God.
Right.
But here I see that you would question God.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
When I first started in the pain, I wasn't born again.
Mm-hmm.
Once I became born again, that's when it got a little frustrating because when you don't really know Christ, you think when you come to Him everything's gonna be just peachy key, everything's gonna go as planned, and then life happens, as I say in the book, life happens.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made me question God because my interpretation was that once I gave my life to Christ, everything was gonna be just easy.
But it wasn't.
Oh no.
So what happened?
Pain.
What kind of pain? What caused this pain?
Well, family life, my husband on drugs, First it started out we was doing good, then he got on drugs, and Then he got incarcerated, and so then I was left alone, me and the kids. You know, I'm trying to make it. It's hard. I got to work 2-3 jobs. My children are little, but my daughter's still like probably 6 years old, trying to help me so I can go work. You know, and thank God, you know, police defects. Nobody ever just had to come to my house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
had
a
to
good
leave,
thing.
She had to help me at a young age, and she helped me. I told them, don't open that door, don't go nowhere, this and that, you know, and they did what I said, and, you know, we had to struggle with not making enough money, you
Yeah.
know.
And many
Okay.
people don't realize
Right.
the struggle
Yes. Yes.
of a single parent
Right. Right.
and what a parent have to do
Yes.
to survive
Yes.
in this world, especially when their husband is either out the picture for
Yes.
whatsoever reason.
Right.
You know, and a lot of women get criticized and put
Yes.
down
Yes.
because a lot of women has to do what they have to do to
Right.
survive and take care of their kids.
Right.
You know, often tell folks that, you know, once a child is born, it's not about the parents anymore.
Right.
It's about
No,
the children.
Not about them anymore. It's about
Right.
the kids.
So that was a lot of pain for you, a lot of
Yes.
stress,
Yes. Yes.
but you made it through it.
I made it through.
Yeah.
And
So
that's the key word, through.
you made it through.
Yes.
So living in Baxter, Georgia, I've been born and raised in Baxter, Georgia.
Yeah, Baxter.
Been a seventh child of
Yes.
7 children.
Yes.
How was that?
It was okay, I guess. I mean, I was spoiled. You know, I was the baby, so I pretty much, you know, well, I'll say it like this. My sisters and brothers, they put me up to do a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ice for a popsicle. Or, ice mama, can we have this? Or ice mama, because they know she'll tell me yes, you know. So I was put up to do a lot of that, and then she caught on to it. And then I was getting it, and then she was leaving them out. So then it was kind of like a, you know, being the youngest, and then they, oh, you told her, we told, you know. And so it was just, you know, it was an experience, I tell you that.
So I'm listening to your emotions now. Coming from a bright, vibrant, fun, spoiled childhood
Yes.
to now you're living a life of disaster because you walked down the aisle and you stood before the preacher, you stood before your parents and his parents and witnesses,
Yes.
and you made a holy vow
Yes.
with God, and you just knew, coming from a happy childhood
Yes.
to a marriage that you knew was going to be happy, but it
Yes.
turned out to be painful.
Yes. Yes.
Can you explain that?
It was really frustrating at first, kind of confusing because, you know, I had the American dream, you know, pictured in my mind. I got my family, you know, I got 2 kids. I always wanted a boy and a girl. I got my 2 kids. I got my husband. I said, oh, it's just everything just working out. Then I had Christ in my life, so I'm just, oh, we on a roll now. You know, everything is just going to be perfect. And then, boom, everything changed. 'Cause I never thought in a million years that I would have to endure this pain. I
But this
never thought I
pain
would.
yet made you better.
Yes,
It made you stronger.
yes, yes,
It kept you motivated,
yes,
even when you wanted to break down and cry and give up.
yes,
You know, but I am proud of you, not just because you wrote the book,
yes.
but I'm proud of you of your story because
Yeah.
there are so many that has given up their children.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and let welfare have them or someone else have them. But I
Right.
applaud that you, amen, stayed in the pain because now the title of your pain, of your book is What Pain Made. Can you tell me what pain made?
A fierce woman of God, a woman that learned how to do what she had to do to survive, teach her children how to survive, raise a man with the help of God now, because I didn't do it myself, but
Yes.
raise a man where they always said a woman can't raise a man.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to raise a man in my house because his father wasn't there.
Mm.
And it's just, I mean, I just never, you know, I never thought that I would be able to do all of that. Because, you know, when you'll say, well, I wouldn't do that. You know, when you're looking on the inside at somebody else's stuff, you know,
Mhm.
you tend to say, I can't do this, or oh, I can't do that. But then you find yourself in a situation that you got to make a decision. Are you going to live for your kids, or are you going to just roll up and die?
Right. What pain made. That is a powerful statement. I had to raise a man.
Yes.
You're talking about your baby boy
Yes.
that you birthed
Yes.
that's now transitioning from childhood to preteen to teenager
Yes.
to young adult
Yes.
to adulthood.
Yes.
And that was a process.
Yes.
So here you have an issue with the father not being in the household, and you're having an issue with him being incarcerated and when he's going to come out, and what's going to happen. Is my marriage still going to be together, or
Right.
whatever. But now, not only do I have a man
Yes.
that I have to raise, but you also
Yes.
got a woman.
Yes. Yes.
You also got a woman you
And I
got to
raised
raise.
a woman as well. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
So tell me how did that happen? How did that not happen? But how do you deal with that?
You just have to do what you got to do. I mean, it was kind of tough on his part because he felt like he didn't have anybody. He felt like Kendra has you, but I don't have anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to explain to him, both of y'all have me. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that you don't have me. Don't have anybody. You still have somebody. So I had to step up to the plate. I had to go outside and play ball with him. I had to do all of that, all of those things. Take him to sign up for football if he wanted to play football or whatever. I had to take him and do it. I had to do it.
You wrote here, cheap thrills and feels are not for you. Get off that sales rack and become the original design God has made you. Don't get caught up in the hype that you're the bomb, and know that you are the bomb. Say to yourself, I am worth the price that Jesus paid on the cross. He did not die for you to low rate yourself and to be cheap on your value. Most times, when a woman has low self-esteem, she will find herself being used and abused, then call it love. What can you say to the women out there that is still going through the pain, but yet they haven't been made?
Let the pain make you. With the help of God, He'll take you through it. That's the thing. You got to go through it. You can't keep backing up. You can't keep trying to go around it. Just go on through it so that He can make you who He chose you to be. You need to become what He's called you to be. The pain made me become a woman of God that I never knew I was.
Mm-hmm.
The pain made me see myself see myself as somebody I never saw myself as.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I was strong enough to deal with that. I never thought I was, but pain showed me different. God showed me different.
Amen. Well, this is Carol Y. Mobley, What Pain Made. And you can purchase her books at any bookstore where it's available. Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles, etc., etc. Not only that, but she has also come out with her own t-shirt design.
Yeah.
Where's your shades at? So now she's doing it up. And she's took her pain and she have made it so she can become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And guess what? You can too.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us. You have any last words you would like to say to anyone, to the people?
I just want to thank all my supporters, all my family and friends that support me. They even trusted me before the product was even in their hands and they pre-ordered. I thank y'all a million and be looking out for volume 2.
There you go. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
Get that book. Get that book. What Pain Made. Carol Y. Mobley.